Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to operate the new coal plant in Roblox Industrialist. So, first of all, you'll have to research the new large liquid pipes, the electrolysis plant, the huge coal power plant, the modular turbines. That's gonna cost you around 430,000 research points. Also, you should probably research the mineshaft drill, because the the drill makes a lot more coal than the normal coal drills. But I will talk about the mineshaft drill in another video. Wait, maybe these are lagging my game. No, I don't think these were lagging my game. Anyways, your coal power plant is going to cost you $10 million. And it will need 120 units of coal a second. To get 120 coal units a second, you will need either 480 normal coal drills or 3 mineshaft drills at depth 6000. But I will talk about mineshaft drills in another video. Anyways. Also, the coal power plant is going to need distilled water. And to get distilled water, you will need the new water treatment plant, which is right here. And the water treatment plant is going to use 2 mega units of power a second, and also it's going to need 90 units of steam a second and 32 units of water a second. To get the water, you will need 6 water pump tools, and you'll have to just connect them into the water input. And to get the steam, you will need 1 or 2 boilers. I don't know exactly how many boilers you need. I just used 1 boiler. Yeah, just 1 boiler is enough. So after you connect your boiler and your 6 water pumps into the water distillation plant, you will be able to output distilled water from it. So just connect your water distillation plant into your coal power plant. It only says that the coal power plant needs 12,000 liters of water right here, but it actually needs a little bit more. If you go inside the coal power plant, it will show you the coal bunker, which has 100,000 units of coal, and also the water tank, which has a capacity of 400,000 liters, but you don't need the 400,000 liters, although I filled it up to full. You only need like 50,000 liters probably, or maybe even less than that. So after you fill it up to like 50,000 liters, or maybe if you want to fill it up to full, then you can. You will have to output the hot water from your coal power plant into the heat exchanger. The coal power plant basically acts like a giant firebox, and the heat exchanger basically acts as a boiler. So after you place your heat exchanger, you'll have to output the hot distilled water from the coal plant into your heat exchanger. And after that, your heat exchanger will also need distilled water. And to get the distilled water started, you will need to output the distilled water from the water treatment plant into your heat exchanger. You don't need 24,000 of liters. You can probably fill it up to 12,000 liters, and it should be fine. But I filled it up to 24,000 liters, so you can just do it like me, and just connect your water treatment plant into your heat exchanger. Also, you can place more than 1 water treatment plant. You can place like 2 or 3 if you want to get this done faster. And after you have after you have the amount of water you want in your heat exchanger, you will have to disconnect your water treatment plants from your heat exchanger, and then the heat exchanger is going to make distilled water, which you can pump back into your coal plant, and high pressure steam, which you will have to input into your modular turbine setup, which you can make it however you want. I made it a little bit long, but I will show you how to make like the most basic modular turbine setup. So just follow how I do it. First you will have to place the turbine input, then you will have to place the high pressure turbine. After that you will have to place the intermediate pressure turbine, and after that you will have to place the low pressure turbine, and after that you will have to place the turbine generator, and after that you will have to place the turbine output. It's very simple, as you can see, but you can place more low pressure turbines or more high pressure turbines. You can't place more intermediate pressure turbines, and you can't place more inputs, outputs and generators. You can only place more low pressure turbines, so you can like make three low pressure turbines, or you can place like 3 high pressure turbines like this, and then it will have higher torque and make more energy if you make more of these, basically. But I recommend placing more low pressure turbines than high pressure turbines. That worked better for my modular setup. Anyways, you will have to input your high pressure steam into the input of your modular setup right here. Just into the turbine input, you will have to input your high pressure steam, and after it goes through all of the high pressure turbines, the intermediate pressure turbine and all of the low pressure turbines, it will make low pressure steam from the output of your turbine. It will make low pressure steam, which then you will have to output your low pressure steam into the steam exchanger. No, the steam condenser, sorry, which is right here, and you will have to place it down. Of course, remember to power some of these facilities, like the heat exchanger doesn't need power, but the steam condenser will need power, and also the polisher, I think, needs power too. Yeah, the polisher also needs power, but they don't need a lot of power. They only need like 500 kilo units of water of power a second, so it's not a lot. After you put your low pressure steam into your steam exchanger in your steam condenser, you will also need to put cold water into your steam condenser, and then after that your steam condenser will make condensate. But to start your cold water in the steam condenser, you will need to place a cooling tower, and your cooling tower is going to need warm distilled water to then output cold distilled water. So to get this process started, you will have to also connect your water treatment plant, or just place a new one, and just connect it into... Oh, I got stuck. Oi. You'll just have to connect your water treatment plant, or make a new one, and connect it into your input on the tower. Although after you get like 24,000 liters of water in your steam condenser, or like however much water you want in your steam condenser, you will... Yeah, I would recommend to unconnect, like delete the water treatment plant, and then, because we are going to make like a closed circuit, so all of the water will flow. You will never really lose water, so there is really no point for the water distillation plants. That's why I unconnected all of them. I will show you how it's done, guys. I will show you. Just trust the process. After that, your steam condenser is going to output both warm distilled water, which you will output or input into your cooling tower, and it will also output the condensate, which condensate you will have to input into your polisher, and the polisher is going to make distilled water from condensate, hydrochloric acid, and sodium hydroxide solution. So to get hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide solution, you will need an atmospheric diffusion plant, which is from an older update. I mean atmospheric distillation plant, sorry. And the atmospheric distillation plant is going to need water. Wait, it's going to need quite a lot of water. Like it's going to need I don't know how much this is. Like like quite a lot of water. Awesome. Like 200 water in 8 seconds is like 25 liters of water a second, I think. So place like connect 5, just to be safe, connect 5 water pump tools into your atmospheric distillation plant, and then it will output distilled water and concentrated salt solution. So you'll have to connect your concentrated salt solution into an electrolysis plant, which is one of the new things they added. It's right here, and you will have to connect your concentrated salt solution into your electrolysis plant, and it will make chlorine and also like sodium hydroxide solution from your concentrated salt solution. Yeah, right there. And you will also need a second electrolysis plant. This one we will only need water, so you can just put a water pump 2. You only need one water pump 2 for the electrolysis plant, and you will have to connect it into the input for water, and then your electrolysis plant will make hydrogen and oxygen. You don't really need the oxygen, so you can just store it somewhere or just dump it, and then you will also output hydrogen, and after that you will be able to place a chemical reactor. I think it was, yeah, chemical reactor, and the chemical reactor will need chlorine, hydrogen, and distilled water, which all of these are already made. So you will just have to output your chlorine into any input of the chemical reactor, and then you will have to output your hydrogen into the chemical reactor, and also the distilled water from the atmospheric distillation plant, which is right here, I think. No, right here. And then you will have to also, I recommend you to make tanks, because as you can see, this fills up quite fast. I already have 250,000 of liters, so I would recommend placing gold silos. Anyways, I already have like, is that 500,000 of distilled water already? Well, you could kind of fill up the coal plant with this distilled water, you know? Anyways, after you connect all of these things, your chemical reactor is going to make hydrochloric acid, and basically after that you will have to connect your hydrochloric acid into the input for hydrochloric acid on your polisher. And after that, you also already made concentrated salt solution. Never mind, sodium hydroxide solution. You already made that from the first electrolysis plant. So just connect that sodium hydroxide solution into your polisher. After that, you will make distilled water, which you should pipe this distilled water into the heat exchanger. So just connect that all the way back into your heat exchanger. And now you will not need any water treatment plants. You can just delete them, because this will complete the circuit of water that will just flow, continuously flow, and it will never run out of water, because we basically just connected all of the water back into itself. So yeah, I know that's confusing. I'm not that good at explaining, but anyways, let's get into how to start the coal plant. So first of all, to start the coal plant, you will need all of the coal and also a lot of power. You will need you will see actually how much power it's gonna consume, and then you can like understand how much power it consumes. It consumes like 10 mega units of power a second, which is a lot. So anyways, to start this power plant, you will first need to turn on preheating. I recommend to just close this instantly and then just open the R pump fully instantly, and then put the water output pressurization at 28 megapascals instantly, and then put the coal feed at 120 units a second, so you don't use that much coal, but 120 units a second I think works pretty well. Anyways, after all of that, you'll also have to turn the ignition key into you can just leave it turned on, because it will just turn on automatically that way. But anyways, to start this thing, you will have to